Chapter 5 Copernicus and the Renaissance. The fall of Constantinople in 1453, at the end of the Byzantine Empire, led to a migration of scholars to Western Europe, bringing with them many ancient Greek and Roman manuscripts. A rebirth of interest in the culture of ancient Greece resulted and took hold of the philosophers of Europe. Copernicus was born in Poland 20 years later, and Martin Luther was born in Germany 10 years after that. Copernicus was fascinated by Pythagoras and Pythagoreanism, which have many useful elements, but it also teaches reincarnation. Luther was fascinated by Jesus Christ and Scripture. He thought everybody should be able to read it. These two men were both earning their living from the Catholic Church. Luther was a priest and Copernicus was an administrator. They would both contribute greatly to the Renaissance by springing two different revolutions, the scientific revolution and the Reformation of Christianity. Luther challenged the Catholic Church in ending Bible censorship by translating the Bible into German. Copernicus challenged the Catholic Church in a more subtle manner, due to his own faith having been challenged by Pythagoreanism. His new faith taught a different worldview, with the sun being the most magnificent of all the gods at the center of the universe, and a different view of salvation called metempsychosis, which is reincarnation. Copernicus was 44 years old when he heard of the 95 propositions nailed to the doors of the Catholic Church by Martin Luther, who 3 years later published Freedom of the Christian. Both Copernicus and Luther suffered the man-made commandments of the Church against them getting married. Both were happy to discover from Scripture there is no such prohibition in the Bible. Luther married Katharina von Bora, but Copernicus's rebellion was more subtle. He employed Anna Schilling as his very personal housekeeper. Luther announced his renunciation of Catholic dogma in a speech confessing, "Here I stand, I can do no other," sparking off the Reformation. Copernicus had a more indirect announcement confessing, "Here I lay, I can do no other," for he was dead. Fearing retribution from the Church, he arranged the publication of his work post-mortem. In his writing on the revolutions of the celestial spheres, he constructed a different model of the universe based on Pythagoras.